Hello, this is Kevin with Bangor Inc. And today we're going to take a look at the two common issues with Office Connector. So if I get into a situation where my queries don't update, there's a lot of times that when Excel loads an update or sometimes Windows loads an update, it seems like some of the add-ons don't get loaded with an Excel. So if I open up Excel, like I'm in currently, and I go to add-ins, this is the main toolbar for most of the Office Connector functions, and these are the ones for my import functions. So if your Office Connector is not working, that's the first place to look, is to go into your add-ins and see if you got this toolbar. The most common thing is for whatever reason, I don't have them at the moment. So there's two different methods of fixing it. The first method is just going to be turning the add-ons off, turning them back on. So what that looks like is we go up to File, we go down to Options. Over on the left-hand side, there's an add-ins where we could look at what Excel add-ins we're using. And then down here, there's a Go button that'll take us to the Microsoft or the Excel add-ins. So in this case here, these three add-ins are what corresponds with Office Connector. So this is a query fix that Office Connector usually loads. This is Office Connector itself, and this is Office Connector import. Now, on yours, they'll probably be checked even though you don't have that toolbar. So that's the most common thing is it thinks it's loading them, but for whatever reason, the bar's not showing up. So you'll go in here and you'll actually turn those off like I did. You'll close Excel down and make sure that all your copies of Excel are closed. If you've got one in the background, it doesn't necessarily get it completely closed. So you do want to make sure that all your Excel spreadsheets are closed. I turn around, I open Excel back up. I go right back into Options. And I'm going to just do the opposite. I'm going to go back to my add-ins. I'm going to go back to my Go. And I'm going to go ahead and just check the box that I want those to be enabled. So then I hit OK. It'll get done loading up. There again, I close Excel down again. And then when I go back and open up Excel, what that'd be about the third time, and look at my add-ins, I'll see that I now got the toolbar functions and so forth. So that is pretty much the first method, and that is the most common method. So you'll actually see those add-ins there. They'll look like they're checked. You'll have to uncheck them, turn them back, you'll basically turn them off and turn them back on. So that's pretty much the first one. Now, the second method consists of if you get in here and you don't have these options at all, continue on with the next steps. But if this is taking care of your issue and you got your bar, you should be good to go on refreshing and using your Office Connector, and you could stop at this point. The next piece is method 2. So if the first thing didn't work, or you don't have the actual choices here, and that's the most common, is for whatever reason I don't have these buttons, and most of the time there it might be because someone reloaded Microsoft Office on our machine or something of that nature. So for whatever reason, I don't see this query fixable. I don't see Office Connector. I don't see Office Connector import. I don't see any one of those three. In that situation, we go to Browse. You'll go to your C drive, Program Files 86, Event 1, Common, and that's where you'll find the query fix. You'll pick it. Now, in my example, it tells me that it already exists and it's going to replace it, so I'm going to hit yes here. In your case, you may or may not see the message, but if you do, hit yes. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the Office Connector. So I'm going to go to my C drive. I'm going to go to my Program Files 86, back to Event 1. And this time I'm going to go to Office Connector, and there's the little XLA add-in there for Office Connector. Same thing in my case. Yep, I want to reload it. And then the last one, some may not have the import functions. A lot of cases, most people install it when they install everything else. So I always tell it to go ahead and add all three of them. So the next thing I look for is the e-takeoff. No, not e-takeoff. Event 1, right below it, Office Connector import, my XLA little add piece there. And then once I get done, I should be able to say okay to accept it. Close down my Excel. Reopen my Excel. And then you should have your add-ons buttons. that's pretty much the two most common methods to get your Office connector working. If that doesn't take care of your issue, you can go ahead and contact us at help.bangertinc.com and create your help desk ticket. And we could take a look at what the issue might be, but probably 95% of the time, those two fixes will take care of it. Thanks for watching.